Flat maps, round maps, hand-drawn maps. For thousands of years, humans have been making maps to represent and explain many aspects of our world. But what happens when a map is so bad, it not only fails to educate, but also spreads misinformation to whoever looks upon it? Well, fellow YouTuber EmperorTigerstar has already made a long series showing and explaining the flaws of several terrible maps, which has inspired me to share and explain the flaws of a few terrible maps I've personally encountered in the wild. The first map is one I found on page 211 of Discovery's Dinosaurs, Incredible but True Facts, which is showing the location of the crater made by the meteorite that wiped out non-avian dinosaurs around 66 million years ago. At first glance, this map looks fine with only a few wonky borders due to its hand-drawn style, but closer inspection reveals that Texas is labeled as Mexico, which may be because the Mexico name wouldn't fit inside the real Mexico, while parts of Florida have sunk beneath the sea. Furthermore, there are these weird lines coming out of Florida and Cuba, which may be an attempt to highlight that these islands are part of their jurisdiction, but looks odd due to the hand-drawn style. Finally, the map would have been slightly better if they added more emphasis as to where the crater is, like an arrow. Our next map is one used throughout the Horrible Histories song World War I Cousins. This is unironically one of the worst maps I've ever seen. Because this song is set during the First World War, I'll be judging it based on how accurately it represents the borders of the world, specifically in 1914. Sloppy borders and no Antarctica aside, the first thing I see, or rather don't see, is Yemen, which may be absent due to an inside joke, but I'm more inclined to believe this was an unnoticed error that made its way into the final design. Zooming into the north, there should be an independent Newfoundland. Ireland should be part of the UK, Luxembourg is not that large, Alsace-Lorraine should be a part of Germany, Yugoslavia did not exist yet, while all of this should be the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Bulgaria owned this, Montenegro should be here, and Russia should own all of this land. Moving down to Africa, it's clear they were trying to represent our modern borders, which are close to but not entirely accurate to their 1914 counterparts, most notably Libya, Gabon, the ROC and Cameroon, while much of the Middle East should be part of the Ottoman Empire. Looking at Asia and the Pacific, these lakes should be blue, Central Asia should be part of the Russian Empire, Pakistan, India and their Kashmir claims, along with Bangladesh and Myanmar, should be combined into the British Raj. Tibet should be independent, while Korea should not be divided as it was owned by Japan in 1914. Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia should be shown together as it was a French colony, while Papua New Guinea should be split in two. In terms of representing the British Empire in 1914, this map fails to show Ireland, Malta, Cyprus, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, Yemen, Sri Lanka, Malaya, Brunei, New Zealand and Malawi as British colonies, while inaccurately depicting German colonies of New Guinea, Tanzania and Namibia as 1914 British possessions, when in reality they became British after the First World War. Furthermore, Britain only took the lands encompassing modern-day Israel and Palestine from the Ottomans after World War I, along with Libya only ever being occupied by Britain after World War II. The depiction of the Russian Empire uses the same map, so same issues I previously outlined, except it now correctly shows Central Asia as part of the Russian Empire. The German Empire uses the same map, so same issues once again, except for making Luxembourg small again. In conclusion, this map sucks, but the song is an absolute banger, so I'll leave a link in the description. Before I continue, I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year, and you seem to be enjoying this video, so please like, subscribe and hype the video. It's completely free and greatly boosts my channel within the YouTube algorithm. Next up is a map I found posted on Instagram by Amazing Maps, which is meant to depict the Roman and Mongol empires at their territorial peak. It looks fine at a distance, but upon closer inspection, it becomes clear that this map was made using MapChart's subdivision map, which is an issue because our modern subdivisions obviously did not exist in those times, and therefore results in an inaccurate representation of these empires. No hate to anyone that uses modern subdivisions to represent historic nations, but if you're going to share your map to the public, please at least use the HOI4, EU4 or EU5 maps, which aren't perfect but have far more smaller provinces that would result in somewhat more accurate borders. Our final map is one of Australia and New Zealand in 1931, which I encountered within an old schoolhouse on Kangaroo Island. Obviously, this map's information is dated, but the reason I've included it in this video is for this smaller side map that claims all the land in black is unoccupied. This claim is obviously false, as many First Nation Australians occupied these lands, and therefore this map is actively trying to create an illusion that Europeans were not forcibly taking land from anyone and so felt justified expanding into these lands. If you want me to make more videos about terrible maps, let me know by leaving a like and subscribing. You can also follow me on Instagram, where I'll let you message me terrible maps that you've encountered and want me to include in a future video. But please don't send any AI generated maps, and make sure you include the source from where you found the map. Anyways, if you want to learn more about maps, then you'll likely enjoy my video explaining world borders. Or you could watch this video that YouTube believes is best for you.